What's up, guys? Aesthetic Oladipo here, coming to give you another video about finance in the crypto space. It's been quite a while. Um, in the past month, I recently got married. I've moved, so you can see the setup in the office is a little different if you care. I'm going to give you a quick tour. It's pretty junky, but this is the new office space. So that's why you haven't seen me in a while, or why I haven't posted a video in a while. But I'm hoping to get back into it consistently. And yeah, let's just jump right in. A lot of people that are in the Bitcoin space understand human nature, understand charts, but they don't realize that there's patterns going on that may change, but there's patterns in the actual Bitcoin price. About every 4 years, Bitcoin goes through what's called a halving. Now, a halving is where the block reward is cut in half. So we have a thing called miners, and this is all technical software stuff, but they call them miners. They put in or take out code or figure out the math behind the code of the blockchain of Bitcoin, and they are rewarded with a set amount of Bitcoin. It is split from, I think it was 50 to begin with. If I'm mistaken, please let me know. It splits every 4 years. So I think in 2012, it either went from 50 to 25 or 25 to 12.5. And then in 2016, it cut in half again. And then in 2020, it cut in half again. So every 4 years or so, you see the reward for actually doing the mining getting cut in half, which does something to the price. About a year and a half after each halving, the price kind of jolts. There's a lot of volatility in the market always, but you see it go really parabolic after about a year and a half of each halving. And I can prove it in the charts, and we'll jump right into that right now. On the screen, you should see the historical price of Bitcoin here. It's not an all-inclusive list because I got this from a website, CoinGecko, and it only goes back to about January of 2014. But I still want to try to see if I can prove my point. So it is usually summer, early summer, May, June, where the halving happens. It happens every 4 years, and it happened in 2012. So about a year and a half after the halving, November, December of 2013, the price goes parabolic in the hundreds to about 1,000. Some exchanges saw it at 1,200, 1,300. Some exchanges saw it at 900 and some. We'll just even it out and say that the peak was 1,000 in December of 2013, which was a year and a half after the first halving. Then it goes into a bear market, and it finds its consolidation phase around the $100, $200 mark. And then in don't follow this line here, May of 2016, there's another halving where the price point is around $400 or $500. And then a year and a half after that, December of 2020, you see the price really go parabolic to the $20,000. It peaks here at 19.4. Some exchanges had it at 20 exactly. Some exchanges had it a little bit higher, but then it teeters off again after that year and a half after the halving in 2016 to find an average price point of about $10,000. This was a huge bear market where it really dropped to about $3,000. But it actually, over these few years before the next halving, you could say that the average price is $10,000. And before this halving, you could say that the average price was $1,000. And before this halving, you could tell that the average price was about $100. So if you see the theme that I'm already creating here, this halving happened, the price shot up and got to 1,000, averaged out in the next few years in the hundreds. The halving happened again, price shot up to about 20,000, averaged itself out to the 10,000s in this one. There was another halving in May of 2020 after the crazy COVID event 2 or 3 months before that, where the price was around probably $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. And as of right now, it's going parabolic as well. In early 2021, it was in the 60,000s. I'm assuming just because of the patterns that it will at least get to 100,000 or past that. It's Bitcoin seems to add a zero to the average price after every halving. About a year and a half after every halving, it peaks. So let's use December 2017 as an example, going from the thousands to 20,000, and then over the next year averaging itself out to about a $10,000 price. I think it'll do the same this time. It'll shoot up to 100,000 or past that, and in the next few years to follow, it will average out in the $100,000 price point. This is just my prediction. This is not financial advice, but I'm just looking at patterns, and I wanted to at least show you guys this graph so you can see and understand what I see. This halving got it up to 1,000, evened out to about 100 for the next few years. This halving got it up to about 20,000, evened out in the 10,000 range for the next few years. This halving has it past 20,000 already, getting up to the highs we've seen so far is 60,000. But I'm shooting for 100,000 or more by the end of this bull run, and it'll average out in the next few years around $100,000. Thanks for sticking with me this long. If you got some insight and enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're in the crypto space, let me know how you're doing. Let me know what topics you want to go over. I want to get back into the swing of things. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.